Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a great coloring weekend. I know I did. Today's video is dedicated to A&W fashion, novelty gifts, funny t-shirts, mugs, glassware, and baby gifts. You can find them on Amazon and I'll leave the link in the description. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to do a tutorial today because this weekend I just felt like relaxing. So I got out my pencils and my books, and my husband and I sat on the couch together and we caught up on some movies, made some dinner, and it was really nice, very homey and content. Sometimes coloring does not have to be so intense, and I know I'm teaching you guys a lot of coloring techniques, and that's great, but there's another side of coloring, and it's for therapy, relaxation, putting your brain into the other side. You have two parts of your brain, and one is where you have alpha waves, and that's where coloring helps. It brings out the alpha waves, which bring out endorphins and make your body feel good. Well, sometimes you just want to do that, and it's okay. You're not here to have to do every picture perfectly. Now, this weekend I sat with I have a little coloring desk that sits on my lap in front of my television. I was not thinking about making great art. My hands were going. I was paying attention to the movie. I wasn't really thinking about the picture per se or creating something that was great. And that made me feel really good. Another part of coloring is for depression and for pain. And I wanted to talk to you about that today because a lot of you have written to me and made comments to me that they do use this for some sort of therapy. You'd be amazed at how many people tell me their health histories, a lot of people, and that how much coloring really does help them get through the week or get through the day to distract their mind for pain. And believe it or not, it does work. One of the other things that distressed me a little is people saving their books to make their pictures perfect. You don't have to do that. When I was living in New York, we used to go down to Greenwich Village, and there was a little bookshop down there. And it was a used bookshop, and every time we went into the city, I would go in there and I would search through their used books. And wasn't looking for the perfect book. I wasn't looking for the newest book or the bestseller list. I was looking for things that had personality in it. I was looking for the books that people wrote on the side, and I have a whole collection of them. The more that they wrote, the more I wanted the book. And it wasn't so much what the book was saying, is that I wanted to read what was in their mind when they were reading this book. And I have one that I think this person was talking to themselves while they were reading it, because every single page had some sort of commentary about what they were reading or how they were feeling when they were reading it or how it related to their life. And that got me thinking about how people use books and the people who are in pain. And you'd be really surprised how colors affect the way you feel. Sometimes I just feel like doing a piece of a picture. I don't want to finish the page. I know I'm not going to finish the page, but there's something about the picture. Maybe it's a bird, maybe it's a leaf, something about that's on that page. I call them my quick colors. I could sit down and in 15 minutes finish a small portion. And my books are filled with that type of stuff. I'm trying out new pencil combinations. But it would be really nice on those pages that you don't finish to maybe write a note to yourself about how you're feeling, um, why you're choosing these colors. Maybe if you're in pain, you can write, I'm choosing blue because it soothes my back pain. When you're finished and you have enough of these, you might also be able to find a pattern that will match up with the colors. Um, maybe your mind starts to wander when you use the color yellow. I can go into all sorts of meanings behind the color, but it's really something very personal. Some people say don't sleep in a yellow room, it's too stimulating. Other people say, oh, the color yellow makes them feel good. It brings out the endorphins so that they want to sleep. It's all up to how you feel. So what I'm saying to you is if you have pain or depression, try writing in your book. Use your coloring books as diaries. I have every year I buy myself a new journal type book, and it's half mixed with YouTube stuff, with shopping lists, and just things that I'm doing, things that I have to do, things I don't want to forget. It's like a little diary for me, and I have them from every year. I usually fill up one big book, and I use good paper. I use the Bristol paper for it. The journal is not where I decorate the journal and I put stickers in it. It's not that type of journal. But you can go out and buy um, stickers for the book that make you feel good. And if you only finish a piece of a page, you can write, I colored this page on, December 1st. I was thinking about somebody that I missed. Or write, these flowers in your coloring say blue flowers, remind me of such and such, and it makes me feel good. When you go back and you read this stuff, it's a lot of fun. And I have one woman who's actually doing a book for her grandchildren, and that really, I haven't forgotten that idea, and I'm going to do that too someday. God willing, I will be a grandmother, and I have every intention of doing exactly what this woman is doing. I'm going to have my grandchild book where I can go through pages of pages. Well, maybe while my daughter is expecting, I'm thinking about you, while you're coloring. And really, the way your mind changes when you're coloring, that you can go off and not think about things, or you can figure things out that's going on with you. It just puts you in a different frame of mind. The feelings that come out, say you're depressed, maybe you're coloring and you're thinking about, well, what can I do to make myself feel better tomorrow? What's the one thing? And then you jot it down. Sometimes when you're in that alpha state of mind and you come back to um, you know, normalcy and other things that are coming in stimulating you, you don't remember well the great idea that you have. So this is another way that you can fill the page up to make it personal and go back and remember, oh, I wanted to do that. Now, a lot of people are starting to figure out I'm a late night person. My body enjoys staying up late at night because there's less stimulation around, and I can really get into a good creative state much easier than I can when the dog is barking and the kids are screaming, and I have to make dinner and take care of all the things that I do during the day. So at night, when it's my time, I like to relax, and that's when I can get into this alpha state of mind, and my pictures come out much different during the day than when they do at night. And I hope this gave you some ideas that while we want to have our pictures look really good, and sometimes you're really feeling it and you can take a picture to the fullest that you can. Other times you might not be able to do it. I Like everybody else, I grow bored sometimes in the middle of a picture. I could be finished with the picture and I'm working on the background and I'm just not feeling it. That's what happened with this picture. I was working on it and working on it. By the end, I really wasn't feeling it that much. I didn't want to take it to the next level. I didn't want to put shadows into it. And that's okay. This is my third gingerbread house that I've done this season, and maybe I'm just sick of gingerbread houses. I'm ready to move on to something different. So Let's talk about this week. I have a lot of really good things planned this week, and I've already actually done the videos for them and they're uploaded. They're going to be coming out in the mornings. I believe I have them set to release at 6 a.m. Pacific time, and that would be like 9 a.m. Eastern time. So it'll be between those hours depending on where you live. So I have some really good stuff coming up this week. Let's see, I did a really good leaf tutorial for you guys. I did some demos on specific color combinations that really pop off the page. I did a video for you guys. I got a request for where does Puff live? You know, people got curious. I knew eventually somebody was going to ask me to show them, and I definitely do, so I did that. Um, Also, I had another request that somebody wanted me to do some, hot men. And when they wrote it, I was like, that doesn't sound so bad. So it took me a couple days to find a good book, but I think I found a book that I liked the artwork in, not so much the quality of the book. So I'm going to do the first picture in the book itself just to test out the page. I'm kind of already guessing it's not going to work out as far as the paper goes. But when I use this book in the future, because I really like the pictures in it, I will transfer it over to better paper. So I will see you guys tomorrow where your tutorials will start again. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. I'm nice and relaxed. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.